Mixon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bengals 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Bengals.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Use check.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mixon with a first down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's what it is here on third. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Mixon with a first down and more. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Third down. Third and long.
Now Joe Burrow on third and long. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down.
Fourth down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On second down, Michelle. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have third and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating, because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Back to throw now on first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 83 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Bengals, nothing.
kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Intended for T. Higgins. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
And they go play action now. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to John Ross.
John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Samuels. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, 61 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bengals 6. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to have the football back again.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bengals 13.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Finding room inside the 40. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Bates on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. He's got daylight. The 40, 30, the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
The kicker on.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
At the 32-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And his kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Again, it's Michelle. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And 3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, Burrow dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Michel. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Toss play for Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And the lead is up to 5.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 28, Bengals 23.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Cincinnati.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Ross. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Uzama, incomplete. It's 3rd down. and 8 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On third down, Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Burrow to throw on second down. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run with Samuels. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second and 2. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Formation.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at about the 14. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
14-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bud Dupree, his second sack of the night. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sean Davis with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And
as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And it's Michel once again. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 44. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go, Honey. Let's go, Honey.
And they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Nate Gary on the tackle.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Michel. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Wilson.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bud Dupree in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
38-yard line.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here we go with Burrow. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Bengals.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For C.J. Uzomah, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot now for Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete.